Well, this is a yeah, shirt. He's throwing away old shirt, isn't it? I've stopped buying domain names to buy some shirts. I've just seen a few more that I quite like. It's expensive. So yeah, no, this is a universal credit talk about ESA and PIP. Many people now on universal credit they got the £409 as the previous video said, ish, and then they get a deduction of the advance. It gets deducted off their wage, off their 409, and then if you've got attachment to earnings, that'll get deducted off their 409. So they'll probably end up with around about 336, 340 quid. But they have the bills paid for. This is just normal universal credit. Round about 340 quid after the deductions off their universal credit. But they have their bills paid in a rented room in a shared house. There's no plan that allows for van life with that. Which, if you had van life, you'd have your own van, and you'd be able to have. But universal credit won't recognise van life, so they won't pay They'll pay about 500 to 540 quid to a landlord for a room to sleep on a bed, but they won't put that into a van to give the universal credit claimant a better life, effectively, by buying their own van, having their own van to live in. And then you've got ESA. ESA, if you get ESA or PIP, as I understand it, I don't get either of them. I just don't know about universal credit, just unemployed. So I don't. But apparently, allegedly, if you get an ESA payment and you get a PIP payment, you get that apparently on top of your universal credit. So you can get roughly about 700 quid a month-ish, approximate. Obviously, you have to look into it if you qualify for that for health. Some people can never go back to work for health reasons, and they get a health payment. But you'd have to look into that yourself if that's you. But £700-ish, and your rent and all your bills paid for, would give you roughly about, I don't know, 170, 160 quid a week. And all your bills paid for. Now, I'm an agency driver, and you can't always get agency driving. It's almost going to put unemployment benefit. With the cost of rented accommodation going up, it's almost going to be virtually impossible for agency workers or agency staff to rent rooms in shared houses. 500 quid a month, 540 a month, and then that's just your rent, and then you've got to earn a bit on top for your living. So you need to earn £800 a grand a month on an agency work in lockdown in a pandemic. In January and February, there isn't the work. There just isn't the work, unless you're actually, even the couriers haven't got the work. So, and the agency driver staff, no one's ill in January because they've got bills to pay. So I would struggle now if I was at a